Hey guys, so for today's video I'm going to be talking about my 5 current anime crushes from anime shows and manga because I've recently become more exposed to them. I've been watching different shows and reading different manga that my friends have been lending me and everything, and I definitely want to expose myself to more shows and different stories that I have yet to experience. So if you guys have any suggestions for me to check out, please let me know in the comments down below. But right now these are kind of like my current favorite 5 because of the experience I've had. So it could change in the future. So yeah, let's get to my current 5 crushes. So for number 5, it's not going to be Ash. It's actually going to be Red. Because of the fact that when I grew up, Pokemon was, obviously that was basically my childhood. And I watched the anime so much and I kind of lost out on it, and I'm getting back into it, catching up on some of the old shows and everything. And I felt like I had a crush on Ash. I mean, I was young. I was dumb. I didn't know any better. So it's kind of making me convert to Red as being who I have a crush on for number 5. And I know that may seem kind of weird because of the fact that Red is supposed to be a younger child. But if you look up the fan not really the fan fiction, but like the characters drawn by fans, where Red looks more like an adult, that is why I have a crush on Red. So for number 4, it is going to be Hei from Darker Than Black. He is also known as BK201, Lee, and also the Black Reaper, which is basically his character's name in a way, because he is what is known as a contractor in the show, where you have supernatural powers and the government basically use them to do things like kind of like spies in a way. And they weren't exactly bad guys, but sometimes their intentions weren't exactly the best because of the fact that they are either controlled by other people because of their powers, being powerful. And BK201, Hei, he's basically one of the strongest ones in the show. And I felt like, because you find out later, I'm not really going to give any spoilers, but it's just something about him didn't seem too completely happy with being a contractor and how he was living life, in my opinion. But it's just the human characteristics of him is what led me to have a crush on him, and I definitely watched the series and the sequel series all the way through, and I definitely recommend it and give it a big 2 thumbs up. For number 3, my anime crush is Yuki from Fruits Basket. I recently completed that anime on Netflix, and then my friend also had the manga, the entire series, so I'm currently reading through that right now because I plan on cosplaying as Toru Honda, and my friend will also cosplay as Kyo. So, Yuki, I don't know, Yuki is just such a kind and seems like such a kind, generous person, and the characteristics, you can't help but love Prince Yuki! For number 2, it is also another character from Fruits Basket, and it is, well, if you know what number 3 was, you probably know what number 2 is, and it is Kyo. And if you watch the show or you have read the manga, it's like either a battle between Yuki or Kyo being your favorite, and as you can tell, Kyo has came out on top and is my number 2, and I like him better. I don't know, it's not that I like him better over Yuki, but I guess there's just certain characteristics about him being misunderstood and feeling left out and having so much anger in him that he feels like he can't get out. Yuki as well, but it's definitely more present in Kyo that he has that anger, and it's just something about him, it's just, I don't know, I guess I'm drawn to the cat. And for number 1, you might have already guessed it if you watched my Q&A that I recently released about a month ago, and it is Mamoru from Sailor Moon. I hope I am pronouncing the Japanese version right, because when I grew up watching it on TV, it was Darien to me, also known as Tuxedo Mask. He was the one that really made me, he was kind of set my standards for what I wanted to see in a guy, kind, caring, teased you a little bit sometimes, but was always there for you when you needed him and when you were in trouble and something bad was going to happen. Like, you had that guy to lean on and to be basically somewhat like your second half. So that's kind of why he is my number 1, just because I grew up with him, and just his characteristics is just, it's so caring and so cute to just watch the story unfold. I know in the American version it's a little different than what it actually was. There wasn't as much told about his side of the story in the anime, so I'm rereading through the recently released mangas of Sailor Moon, so I'm definitely going to get more of the backstory the way it's supposed to be. And you know, that's why he's my number one, because he just seems to be the almost perfect guy to just be there for you when you need him. So those are my current 5 anime crushes. I want you guys to comment down below. Let me know what yours are as well. So that is just my current top 5. It might change in the future when I become more exposed to different anime, different stories and everything. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will see you on Friday for Nerd Time. Bye!